Alright, so 7.7 notes. So if you have not already taken out your notes, you should take those out. Open to section 7.7 and write down this essential question. How do you use your calculator to write an exponential function given points? So if you need to, go ahead and pause this while you copy that down. Okay, so this is going to be pretty quick. We're going to use our graphing calculator for this. So write an exponential function whose graph passes through the points 1, 12, and 3, 108. Now this is back when we did regression, so we're going to use regression for this as well. So remember, that's when we are going to go to stat and edit our two lists, where list 1 is always the x values, so in this case it'd be 1 and 3. List 2 are going to be your corresponding y values, so 12 and 108. Okay, so let's go to the calculator so we can walk through the steps for that again. So we go to stat, edit, so hit enter. And if you wanted to clear those out, you could. That's when you highlight, hit clear, enter, and then highlight, clear, enter, if you want to clear those out instead of having to type over them or delete them. So our list 1, we had 1 and 3, so 1, enter, 3, enter, and then scroll over to list 2, and that was 12, and then 108. Okay, then we go to stat. Now we're going to calculate, and they wanted an exponential function, so you're looking for exponential regression, which is EXPREG. There it is. So exponential regression, hit enter. Depending on your calculator, you may have to hit enter a couple more times. And so then it tells you the form that it should be in. So it's going to be an a value times the b value, which is raised to the x power. So a is 4 and b is 3. So then let's go back to our PowerPoint. So then your equation should be y equals the a value, and I usually put the b value in parentheses and then raise it to the x power. And then there's your answer. Okay? Alright. So that's if they ask you for an exponential function or an exponential equation. Now if they ask you for a power function, we're going to do the same steps. So list 1, list 2. List 1 will be the x values. In this case it's 2 and 7. List 2 will be 1 and 6. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. Stat, edit. I'm just going to type over these. So then that would be 2 and 7 for the list 1. List 2 is going to be 1 and 6. Okay, stat. Now we're going to calculate, and this time it asks for a power function, so you're looking for power regression, which is PWR regression, which is right there. Hit enter. You may have to hit enter a couple more times. Now if you get decimals, that's okay. I'm just going to round to 2 decimal places, so A will be 0.37 and B will be 1.43. Now notice though, for the power function, it's your A value times x now is the base raised to the B power. Okay, so let's go write that one out. So then we have y equals 0.37 times x raised to the 1.43 power. So that's your power function, because x is no longer the exponent, x is now the base. And that's all you do for these. So go ahead and try the exit slip. So those are the 2 points to fill in your on your notes. So go ahead and pause this to give yourself a couple minutes to find this, and then we'll write the answer down. Okay, so they wanted the exponential form, so your list 1 should have included the numbers 1 and 3. List 2 should have been 6 and 24. And then you should have picked the exponential regression because it asked for the exponential function. So then your equation, when you type that in, should be 3 times 2 to the x power. All right.